Hey everyone, Jedi64 here. Welcome back to another video, and today we are reviewing episode 6 of Star Wars Skeleton Crew. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, the episode begins right where the last one ended, where we see the kids falling down the tube systems that they fell into, and they get launched out and land in the snow at the bottom of the mountain. Now, KB is injured because apparently the steam has corroded her systems, so she needs repairs, because I like this episode because it's a great standout KB episode, but I'll get more into it later. But they reboot her system, so she's okay for now. Anyway, we see Jod come out of the sewer systems, where we see him covered in treasure, just laughing. And this is what I mean. He is just a villain, man. He never cared about the kids. He does not care. He's just a bad guy now, which I love it. Anyway, the pirates capture him. They ambush him. They disable SM-33. So poor Jod gets captured again. So anyway, the X-Wings show up, like, I think the resort called the cops on the pirates. So they come, they chase the pirates away. And the kids are like, no, come back. Because they finally realized that Kim was the good guy and the X-Wings were the good guy. And I love Wim. He's like, why am I always wrong about who is the good guy? So anyway, they chase the pirates off. They leave the kids behind because they weren't there for the kids. They were just chasing the pirates away. Anyway, KB says she has the coordinates at Aden inside of her memory banks, which means all they have to do is get to their ship and they can finally go home. However, in order to get to it, they have to climb up a mountain, and KB is in no condition to climb a mountain, and Neil isn't good at climbing anyway, so she and Firm get into a fight, because, like, KB is afraid to talk to Firm about this, afraid that if she shows any weakness, they won't be friends anymore. Wim and Firm get into another fight, disagreeing about stuff, because Wim wants to follow the crabs that can talk, or that are basically saying, hey, follow us. And Wim's like, hey, they're locals. They can take us to someone who can help them. So they disagree, and KB decides to go with Wim. So they split up. Neil goes with Fern to climb the mountain, and KB and Wim go their separate ways. We cut back to the pirates, who have decided to execute Jod for his failures and stuff. Well, being a bad pirate. However, per the pirate's code, he gets one last testimony, where he gives a speech and rallies the pirates to come with him to Aden and find the treasure. So the wolf guy, or Wolfie, decides to go with him, but if there's no treasure, you're going for a ride. And basically shoves him into the airlock, showing him his fate if there's no treasure. I love it. So anyway, we cut back to Wim and KB, where we see them walking through the garbage area, where we see all the trash on the planet just being dumped. And we see them following the crabs, and, like, the crabs keep saying, hey, follow us, not suspicious at all. Wim finds an old droid head with an eye missing, and he wonders if SM-33 is okay. Which makes me think that, like, he does still like SM-33, because he probably understands that, like, it was nothing personal, it's just his programming, it's just how he is. We cut back to Firm and... Dang it, what's his name again? Anyway, Neil... Oh, yeah, Neil. Neil basically sums up to Firm what KB was trying to tell her, that not everyone can do what you can, because he's struggling to climb. So then we cut back to KB, who starts literally dying. No joke, she starts dying. It's honestly kind of funny to think about, but anyway. So they need to replace one of her parts, so Wim pulls it out and replaces it. She creates a mold for it in the sand using the old one. Wim melts down he melts down some old wires and basically puts it into the mold, and then is able to put it back into her. She gets kind of like a fake out death, and Wim, like, freaks out, but then she's fine, and she gets back up being like, hey, thanks for saving my life, Jedi, and then, like, walks away. And it's just a very wholesome moment, and I just love it. Fantastic. We then cut back to Firm and Neil, who are still climbing, and we see that, that they see their ship is being taken away by the garbage crew, so they have to hurry. And she was also very creative. She put like a rope around Neil to help him climb better. Anyway, they find where the crabs were taking them, only to find the big mama crab. So they were just leading them to food. So whoopsie. Why am I always wrong about who the good guy is? Anyway, interesting fact, this crab is actually stop motion. It looks like CGI, but is actually stop motion. It's incredible. So anyway, their ship is being taken away by the garbage crew, so they jump onto one of the droid things it looks like the droid carriers from the Bad Batch. It looks cool. Anyway, they get on board, they fly, they hack into one of the droids, pilot the ship over to them. They get on board the ship, however, the crab tosses a big chunk of debris at them, so they end up crashing. They're all okay though, and they all make up and hug. I feel like everyone in this series has gotten like a bit of character development. Like every single character has had a standout moment. Like, God, this series is just so good. Anyway, however, their ship has crash landed right in the path of a big machinery that's just bringing trash into it to melt it down. So they have to scramble into their ship to get it flying again. Neil is there to pilot the ship. Firm is being the captain, ordering everyone around. Wim gets into the turret to try to shoot the thing off, and KB is working as the mechanic trying to get the engines online. I love it because we've seen throughout the series them doing this. It's like they're just taking all the skills that they've learned and are just applying it here. Like I said, it's awesome. So they try to get out of it, but it has too much of a grip on their ship, so they have to press the demolition sequence, which was played for a joke in the second episode, but came back in this one, so that was awesome. They blow the hull, and the ship just comes out like a big cocoon, like a butterfly sprouting its wings. Because I guess the hull was just like an armor plating. So the ship flies away, and we see that it's now all nice and shiny without the broken old armor hull. And they fly away. This episode did a fantastic job at setting up the two-part finale, because the pirates are heading to At Aden, they're heading to At Aden, and it's all going to come at a head there. Oh, this series is just really good. It's just amazing. If you have not seen this series, again, I strongly advise you watch it. Anyway, I'm very excited for next week's episode. May the Force be with you, and I look forward to reviewing it for you guys. See ya.